Hey guys, Mysherri here. And if you do not know me, I am the trucker's accountant and I help trucking companies to scale their businesses to seven figures with my seven-figure roadmap and my GPS, my financial GPS roadmap, so that you guys are able to put it on autopilot and, of course, pay the least amount of money in taxes. So I want to talk to you guys today about
Hey
what
guys,
you need
Mysherri here,
to
and if you
do
do not know
your
me, I am the
seven-figure
trucker's
roadmap.
accountant, and I help trucking companies to scale their businesses to seven figures with my seven-figure.
Okay. For some reason, that happens to me a lot. It's okay. It's okay. I'm gonna learn how to do that. Going live on YouTube where it's not messing up my video. But let's start over. If you do not know me, my name is Mysherri. I help trucking companies to scale to seven figures with my seven-figure financial roadmap and my GPS method so that you can put your business on autopilot and, of course, pay the least amount of money in taxes. So today we're talking about your quarterly board meetings and what exactly you need to run your quarterly board meetings. I was just meeting with my membership program and we were talking about what is needed for your quarterly board meetings. So you want to make sure that you are revisiting your past strategies, figuring out if you have met those goals. And if you haven't met those goals, what you need to do going forward to meet those goals. Do not be afraid to have that conversation with a person, whether there is your spouse or your investor. You want to be able to have that conversation. And then who is required to actually have board meetings. And the requirements are if you are a C Corp or S Corp, you have to have your board meetings. My clients, I suggest that you just get in the practice of doing it. But if you're an LLC, you're not required to have board meetings. If you're an LLC taxed as an S Corp or taxed as a C Corp, you should be having quarterly board meetings and documenting that properly so that if something were to happen, you are you have met the requirements that are needed. All right, so I want to show you guys on my screen, I'm going to give you a sample of a KPI report, and I'll explain more about this KPI report. I'm going to share it in just a second. Where did my KPI report go? Let's share the quarterly board meeting. Okay, so on the quarterly board meeting, you want to make sure that you are setting up what you have to do. You're setting up your reports and also what's required for the meeting. And this is the wrong one. So let's see, minimize that. I'm not quite sure what you guys can see. Let me do a new share. All right. So I'm going to stop my share and then I'm going to share it again to see. Okay, so this is a sample of a KPI report. So when you first doing your KPI reports, you want to have your executive summary, what that client or that company is doing, what the revenue they've brought in, what strategies that you want to plan. So this particular company, we're working on implementing new targets, reducing the fuel and increasing the company's profitability. And we talked about the things that are good, and then we talked about the things that are bad. So looking at here, we had several KPIs that we wanted to do, certain results that we wanted to get. And yes, we were able to meet a lot of the goals, but there's some goals that we did not meet. So we have to go back and strategize what that looks like. So knowing when to go back and re-strategize. This is another set of goals where I also label it as, is it medium? Is it high? Is it crucial? These things are crucial. You want to make sure that you are paying attention to these things. And these are your KPIs. You can get different KPIs. So once we go and know what our KPIs are, we then go and focus on what the result is. And then did you hit your target? And what are you trending to do? So that's that big old circle. This is broken down. It's the same thing. And then I just like to really show my clients from different perspectives what that looks like. So it may be a bar chart. It may be just a graph. It may be just percentages, but you want to have that here because you never know what your board member may, your investor may know, want to see more of, but just communicating in the language that a person can get. So what I also want to show you guys is you having the growth in your business. What are the assets? Did it change? Do you have any additional assets? And then your financials. This is, everything is bells and whistles. And of course, I'm able to construct this report because I'm a CFO. But if at the bare minimum, what I want you guys to do to be able to run your profit and loss statement and your balance sheet. So your profit and loss statement is going to give you all of this information. And you can compare last year against this year's, or last quarter against this quarter, because remember, we're talking about quarterly reports. You'll have it on there. And then, of course, at the end, you're going to explain what all that means. And that's what I do. I explain to my clients and what their goals are and how do we have a strategy going forward. So I hope that you guys were able to get the information that you needed from that quarterly report. It was able to help you out. And remember, we are really close to, this is the last day in the third quarter, making sure that you set that profit and loss statement to read, this is the third quarter. And if you've been in business, compare it to your previous third quarter. What went good, what went bad, and making sure that you set the agenda for it. When you set the agenda, you pull your reports. I typically do my pulling my bank statement and pulling the bank statement and categorizing between the 1st and the 5th of the month. Once the 5th gets there, between the 5th and the 10th, I go and I set my meetings. I also run the reports. I revise any reports. By the 15th, you are scheduling that appointment, meeting with your clients. And even if it's not your clients, because I'm speaking from an accountant perspective, you are running your reports and meeting with your investor or your board to say, hey, this is what's going on. How can we make it better? And what these quarterly reports are going to show you, is going to show you how to pivot. It's going to show if maybe you don't want to be in business anymore. It's going to show you you're doing good. It's very important to have these things. So if you guys find this information informative, go ahead and like, subscribe, and hit the notification bar so that you're able to get notifications when I am doing live videos, when I am going and I have a new video uploaded. And be my friend on Instagram, my YouTube. Make sure you're following me. If you know of anyone that really needs the assistance or the help, share this video with them. And become a part of the High Rollers Club. And my High Rollers Club is really my CFO membership program. I'm super excited about it. If you're questioning if it's for you, if it's not for you, there are some testimonials here on my YouTube channel of actual clients and how I've helped them out. So until next time, I am Mysherri Rhodes, your financial GPS. Bye.